Genji 2 is an action game which is based on Japanese history. Being based on history, the stages of the game will also be based on famous battles which actually took place in ancient Japan. So here's this giant enemy crab.
It's okay. Would you like to hang out later and play some Ashes of Creation?
I can't, and I don't think you can either.
The game's still up, I'm pretty sure.
What has it been? 2 months since its early access release?
Just about. You know, it's doing well. Overwhelmingly negative on Steam.
Okay. We'll start with that. How about that? We'll get in after we do the introduction for the Giant Enemy Crab podcast. We made it. We're here again. Hooray! I am your co-host Fliz. I am joined by my two wonderful co-hosts KylarEmiya and Strider1.
Greetings.
He's sick. Don't mind his sad voice. He's been dying all week.
He's been sick, and his favorite MMO just died. So, you know, he's not having a good time. Yeah, he's not having a good time right now.
You should have a good time. Man, imagine, because I know you've been waiting for Nioh 3, and then you're like deathly ill the day of.
I could play it. Like,
nah, I bet he did it on purpose so he could call him to work. That's why. Like, it's happening right at midnight. That's when the sickness comes.
I got sick Sunday, and I'm still sick now.
No. What, you got the flu?
Yep.
Oh, I'm not jealous.
I've been spending all week in bed. Wake
Dang.
up. I've probably had 3 or 4 things to eat in the past 6 days.
Oh, you're losing a bunch of weight then. You're going to be all fit and handsome by the end of the week. I'm happy for you. What a glow up.
What a glow up. Doesn't fucking feel like it. Oh my God.
Speaking of midnight releases, did I ever tell you guys about the Call of Duty midnight release I went to?
No.
Oh, I waited in line for Black Ops. Maybe it was Modern Warfare 3. It was Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3. And I'd never been, and I'm not like a huge, like I play a lot of games, but I don't involve myself in the community. So I'd never been around, like, I'd never gone to like a game shop and hung out with people. It was in the mall, and it was midnight, and the mall is a mall. It's big. It's about as open air indoors as you can get, and that shit stank so bad. I thought it was a myth that these like Yu-Gi-Oh and MTG players were like stinky little boys. The COD boys, it was like I still can like it's my sense memory is coming back thinking about it, and I want to gag.
Midnight releases where your sense of smell goes to die.
Oh man, like, how do people just leave and like? I wish I was me now, because I would have been yelling the whole time. Like, y'all motherfuckers stink. Go home and shower. I'm cutting in line. I can't stand here any longer. It was just weird. Just PSA, wash your ass once in a while. Oh, that's also a big PSA, because apparently that was a huge problem at Frosty Faustings this week or last week. Which is a fighting game tournament, not like the big one like Evo, but it's still a pretty big one. The number one complaint is that it stank so bad, and I just saw a TikTok of somebody being like, I know y'all spend all this time labbing these characters, but I'm going to show you how to lab some things that matter. This here is a shower. You're going to turn it on. You're going to do your inputs. You're going to use this. It's a special move. It's called soap. You're going to wash your body. I was like, it's really like that, huh? I don't know. But yeah, that's neither here nor there, I guess. Look, it's been a slow week. I'm going to be honest with y'all, since you are so lovely and leave nice little likes and comments sometimes. It's been a slow news week, and I don't want to bore you with streamer drama, because even that's boring. So we're filling time with nonsense.
Yeah, my favorite.
Yeah. So, I mean, we do have a couple little things. One including it's funny because this was a game that you talked up a lot before you actually got a chance to play. What was the big the big selling point for Ashes of Creation? Something to do with PvP and server size or something? What was the huge thing you kept going on about?
So the selling point for Ashes of Creation was it was a like PvP enabled like MMO with a giant world where everything was basically like pushed forward by the player base, where you had like these towns that started off as like these small villages, and the players would have to work to make the towns bigger and expand them, and to be able to unlock better equipment to upgrade themselves. And that would basically be happening everywhere, like on the server.
Okay.
People would make, there'd be like castles and stuff that you could like go to get if you were in a guild that you can capture for yourself and like make your own like little fiefdom as well. And there was like it was a very huge, large scale game with like a giant vision behind it. The big problem is the guy behind it, Stephen Sheriff, was a known like basically con artist, pretty much, where he was a real estate investor, and he also had a history selling like, I forget the name, but it was basically like juice that was promising to help cure cancer and like, yeah.
Oh, like MLM stuff?
Yeah.
Snake oil salesman?
Pretty much. So, because you basically had like, this guy has a lot of money, and he's promised that he's basically funding this entire project himself. But it has a very good, like very big and interesting vision for an MMO. And he has a lot of people on this development team for Intrepid Studios. So then the Kickstarter came out, and they funded like $3.2 million for this game, which makes it the largest MMO ever crowdfunded in history, by the way. It's still hasn't been beaten as far as I know.
Now, is this the one where like you could only play the advanced copy of the game if you paid like $150 or some shit?
Yes, it was 500.
500?
Yes.
Oh, go to jail. I'm glad
the
you
alpha
failed.
keys for $500, same game. Yep. If you wanted to test out the game, you better fork over the dough. That is this game. So there's constant fights of like, is this real? Is this just Star Citizen? Is it a scam? Like what is this game, right? And then 2 months ago, early access dropped on Steam, and Fliz over here gifted me the game for Christmas. Thank you, Fliz, for
Well, I just remember, wasn't this Pirate Software's favorite game for a little bit? Like he liked this.
It was until
Yeah.
I think him and Steve Sheriff got into like some fight, and then he never played the game ever again.
Shocker.
But it was causing a huge hubbub. Like people were talking about this game a lot, like Asmongold, like all the WoW streamers and everything were talking about Ashes of Creation. Some people were calling it like the savior of MMOs. But that was like, this started like almost a decade ago. That was almost 10 years ago is when this game started being made. Right. And
Which is wild considering what you showed me did not look like a 10-year inaction game. It looked like the immediate thought I had was can somebody put me in contact with somebody who could make me make a science-based dragon MMO? And that would be the product that comes out. Like it just kind of junky, nothing special.
Yeah, it really had a lot of problems. There was a lot of core issues with the game, but a lot of people still held faith in it just because after some point, people just get Stockholmed in this shit, I feel like. But, people held out hope that it would be good. And it came out on Steam Early Access 2 months ago. Sorry, what was that?
I'd have spent $500. I'd be fucking holding out. I'd be gripping. I'd have death grips on this game.
Yeah. And Ashes of Creation has pretty much been canceled now, as far as we know. Very, very swiftly and in a very weird order of events too. This started at like near the end of January, where they announced layoffs at Intrepid Studios, which everyone's doing. I think they announced like 9 people were being laid off or something out of like their 250 person roster, which sucks. But it's very expected for anyone that follows video games knows that layoffs are very, very common. not a huge crazy thing. Then apparently the chief, I think it's the chief communications officer, she got an email saying that there were going to be a lot more layoffs, right? And then another statement came out from Steven saying that trying to reassure people that the game was going forward in development, and like, you know, they're still working on it. And you could even see there's like a letter. It's called Director's Letter to the Citizens of Vera, talking about concerns, right? And then like a couple days later, they just laid everyone off. They fired everybody. Like literally a couple days after this letter saying we're still working on the game, don't worry, guys. And everyone started freaking out. The Ashes of Creation Red just exploded because people were wondering what's going on. Other people were like, let's wait till we hear more. Like, just calm down, everyone. And then other people were like, we told y'all this was a scam. Like, you idiots. Of course this was a scam.
I'm seeing the general consensus, or at least a big one. That makes sense, actually, for a business, is that they canceled it after saying those nice things just so they could get the payout from Steam.
Yeah.
Or wherever, and then cancel it right after. Because from what I understand, they didn't pay their devs like a final paycheck either. That's just what I've seen.
Yeah. They've confirmed that they did not receive their pay for their final paycheck either.
Holy hell.
So yeah, huge yikes. And then Steven Sheriff came out with the statement saying that he has basically quit. He has left the company and he has stepped down from as CEO because he cannot agree with the ethical decisions that the board is making. So he is stepping away from the company. And everyone's like, what board?
Well, not only that, but what ethical decision is worse than firing everybody and not paying them their last paychecks? Like,
and
that's top.
Yeah. Like, what? It didn't make any sense because, like, as far as we understood, this was self-funded. You had a $3.2 million Kickstarter. You've been selling alpha keys for like $100 to $500. You've launched the game in early access for $50. You have an in-game like store that costs money for cosmetics as well. You made a separate game that you sold to people to help fund this project too. So like, where did all of that go? Why are we just now hearing that there's some mysterious board of directors or whatever? And if you're already to the point where you're selling like the right to test your game for $500, what ethical decisions are they trying to make that causes you that crosses that line where you're like, oh no, we're not doing that, never in a million years? It just doesn't make any sense. And recently Steven Sheriff said again that he's basically waiting for like an opportunity to talk about like the state of the company and the game itself, which at this point it's hard to tell whether this is real or not, or whether he's just like, you know, making stuff up. Because like as far as we can tell, the company is in a lot of debt, and like that's real. They have a ton of investors that they probably own money to as well, and Ashes of Creation has just not been successful. It's been a money sink as far as we can tell. If you look at Steven Sheriff's like financing itself, there's a lot of weird things going on where he like apparently sold his house, I think to his husband as well, which is interesting. Like not sure what's going on there. But the whole thing is just like super chaotic. No one knows anything about what's going on about Ashes of Creation. It's just a freaking inferno at the moment.
So the 3.2 million, do we know how many people were working on this game? Like how many devs?
Dev team was like 250 people.
250 people.
Yep.
But like, okay, how does that number doesn't add up? Because
How would
if
you be able
had-
to pay 250 people with 3.2 million?
Well, because if you have, okay, so if you have 3.2 million over a period of 10 years, that's 323,000 per year, and then if you divide that by 250, that's $1,200 per person a year. How does that math work out?
I mean, it doesn't, and that's why, like, he was saying that he personally funded all of this, because he's supposed to be very, very successful real estate investor. So that's apparently where a lot of that come from. And then again, also a lot of the funding was coming from those extremely expensive alpha and early testing keys as well, and all this other garbage. But you're right. It doesn't make sense. It makes sense that the whole that the entire thing is all in the red. Like, there's no way this game had made any money if everything is as they say it was, because
Not even like a little bit in the red, like exponentially in the red.
So from what it sounds like, what has probably happened is it could have just been they got a ton of money from like this kickback, the Kickstarter and all the other stuff that they'd released. They got investors on board to funnel money further in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like Steven just might have jumped ship with it. He just left, like, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Because we really haven't heard anything, especially because if you go back into like the history of how this game is and how they've kind of shared everything, the Intrepid Studios has never actually gone much the way of making like very well thought out like posts about the game. They pretty much just release stuff as it comes out. Like they just make streams of like, hey, here's what we're working on, blah blah blah, which I talked about before in this podcast too, where they just talk about stuff they're working on. It's not like they prepare all of these huge marketing things. They pretty much are very transparent about like what they're working on for the game. That's typically how they've operated. So the idea that we didn't even know that there could have been like a whole board of directors that can oust the company out from under Steven this entire time is, yeah, it's a total like rug pull move for anyone that was interested in this game.
There's a lot of, that's weird.
Yeah.
That number is shockingly low. Like, you cannot pay 250 people for a year in any situation for that much money. And that's over. No. Okay. Sure. What? Okay.
And granted, the game may not have started with that huge of a roster as well.
It started with 20.
Yeah.
And apparently over the years, let's see. So yeah, it had like 100 after the first year or two, and then it grew from there.
Yeah, I know they weren't small like for a long time. They grew very, very large, very, very fast.
Huh. Oh, well, I feel bad for them. Just, I mean, somebody's getting sued, right? Like,
I'm sure. I don't know what Steam's gonna do, because if you look at the posts on the Reddit right now, people are pretty much just posting like their refunds, and they're just constantly harassing Steam to get refunds for the game.
I should try again.
Yeah, you probably should, because people have been trying for days, and sometimes like they're able to do it, and they've been like manually talking to people at Steam too. There's even like whole posts that you can copy and paste into there, your message to Steam explaining the whole situation to try to get your refund. And apparently people with like over 1,000 hours have gotten refunded. So yeah.
Oh, where's Cursed Farms? Save the game or something. I don't know. Don't save this. I watched you play it and it was kind of ass. I don't know if this was worth saving.
I didn't have fun. I mean, it was nice because some of the issues I had, like people mostly agreed. Like leveling up in that game is just like you just grind out mobs. It's not a fun time. It is a time sink where you're just killing enemies most of the time, and that's just what you do, which is what it felt like, because it just, yeah.
You didn't even get to the fishing. I still remember. Why is my game chugging? And you walk over the hill and there's like 50 people fishing. And
Not even. There was so much more than 50 people. Oh my god. Man, it's so wild to remember like people talking about this game, and I remember like all the calls that like Asmongold would get on with Steven to talk about the game and all the streams. Like people were super excited for this. And now I'm just excited to figure out what happened behind the scenes to make this like this, because I'm sure employees are going to be speaking out. Yeah.
Oh, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for the Destiny art dev, whatever that, the art director. I want to hear his. It's going to be a good year for Twitter leaks.
Not the Twitter leaks.
The Twitlongers, yeah. So here's what happened at Bungie Studios.
So
I'm waiting.
That's the latest on Ashes of Creation. I just found it so funny that like right after I started playing it, this happened.
Yeah, literally like the week I gave it to you, which is, I mean, to be fair, you played it once and you're like, I uninstalled it and I don't want to play anymore. I'm like, okay. And then you played like Blue Protocol.
I wish I put in less so you could get your refund for it. Oh, you got me. I got sheriffed. Oh gosh.
Well, it's kind of funny because I was thinking about like what makes the other day, because I was thinking about what was the game we all played for like a week. I even spent money on it. The MMO, we talked about it. Guild Wars 2.
Oh yeah.
And I was thinking of like, why did I enjoy Final Fantasy so much more? Because I played it and it's fine for what it is, but I just it didn't click with me once. Right. For me, I was thinking about, well, go for it.
I was going to say, for me, it's because Final Fantasy does a better job of making it much easier to just play with your friends. Like,
yeah,
that's what it was for me.
I found myself like just doing stuff, and there wasn't like go here, play that. Like there wasn't. I didn't pay attention to the story in Final Fantasy, but like there was a very clear cut like go to this place, do this kind of stuff. Then go to a dungeon, then fight a boss. And were there bosses? I don't remember any. It was just kind of doing world junk over, like little tiny world quests over and over.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything that was, and I mean, my patience is pretty thin, so that's part of it. I just skimmed through everything and kept going. But something about being locked into an area and being like, okay, well, here's the next logical step, go in the dungeon. Next logical step, fight a boss. Memorable bosses all throughout Final Fantasy XIV. I don't even know if there was a boss that I fought. The world boss, there was one dragon thing, I guess, but even that, I don't know why I did it or when or why. Like it didn't make much sense. It just, that's what everybody around me was doing, so I joined in.
I got like some kind of legendary weapon or something from it. I remember when we did it. But yeah, for me, Final Fantasy was, it's just very easy to just play with your friends for an MMO. Or like Guild Wars, to even try, like I had to be like level 80. I had to be like max level to even try to do something. And then we finally did a dungeon, and it was like some old, like it's the type that they don't even do anymore. And it wasn't very fun either. We didn't really know what was happening. It wasn't. Yeah.
No, that's what just wandered around and got through it. Yeah. That checks out. I was just I think, and WoW kind of does the same thing where like you're dropped in and you can kind of go to any place and start leveling and following the path there. Mm-hmm. But I think the boss parts really help Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
At least in my eyes.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool. It just presents a challenge that you get to beat as a group, and it's pretty fun. Usually not too complicated.
Even if it's not a real challenge, it still lets you know that you're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I guess it's just some stupid people like me, but it felt a lot more, not streamlined, but a lot more organic, I guess, than just wandering around doing random shit until you're level 80.
Yeah.
Anyway, nothing good coming out of Ashes of Creation, I guess. We've been spoiled by Final Fantasy and WoW. Every other MMO has problems.
The WoW killers died before its time. Oh, man.
Oh, I can't even beat classic WoW. What a shame.
But you know, MMO is doing well.
No.
You know?
Final Fantasy?
No, RuneScape, dude. RuneScape.
I can't with your RuneScape
Yeah.
bullshit. I don't fucking care about
No, it's
RuneScape.
great. You know you love RuneScape.
Not even a little
I was
bit.
supposed
You
to share
couldn't
this
pay
a long
me.
time ago, but we never had time.
Oh,
But now I can share it
fine.
because I know how much you love RuneScape. Their new roadmap. They have a new roadmap that is changing RuneScape for absolutely ever. All right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What's the big change coming to RuneScape?
So Treasure Hunter, which is like their little microtransaction, like gambling, like thing, mabob that they have going on that I've always hated and I've always ignored because it's very annoying. They're removing it. It's going to be gone.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, they're removing all of that.
How are they going to make their money?
I don't know. Probably with their newly expensive subscription model.
We're gonna mine those diamonds. Yeah.
Ignore that. See, we got new bosses. You just mentioned how you like bosses. We got bosses.
Do.
UI updates. We got a visual update for different cosmetics. We also got visual updates for entire areas in the game. And then their roadmap that they released has a whole new expansion. They have new avatars coming out, new housing constructions that you can do. They're upgrading all of the skill level caps for like attack, defense, and strength, so you can level up even more. There's new quests. There's tons of new stuff, dude. And RuneScape, it's your favorite.
Oh, this is the new RuneScape.
Yeah,
this
it's
isn't
not
the classic
classic.
RuneScape.
It's the new RuneScape.
Oh, it still looks like ass.
That's the visual update. They're gonna update it. You gotta wait. They're still
Why
doing that.
even do that? No, I'm looking at how they're gonna make it, and it still looks like ass. Why even do it? Why waste the time?
You gotta wait for the update, Bliss. You gotta wait for it. So
I don't want it.
and Haven Height, dude, the biggest expansion to date. It's gonna be enormous. There's gonna be things and people to talk to.
54 times the map size.
54 times the map size for you to click around. And there's a little hedgehog guy. There's a little hedgehog guy that you can play. Yeah.
Cool.
What are your guys' thoughts on RuneScape?
Strider, what you got?
Nothing. I don't care.
This is how you can tell. This is why we never get sponsors, you guys. This is why.
Oh, there's a lady in this trailer. Anyway.
Oh God, this is why we never get sponsors.
Yeah, that's why.
But yeah, no, RuneScape's new updates. So if you ever like have hated like the little treasure microtransaction bit of RuneScape, the like modern version, you may check it out because I think they just got rid of them. Like they're just straight up gone. If you got items from it, I think you can still use them for a limited time, but eventually they will just delete them. So if you got them, you should probably log in and use them.
And play RuneScape now
Yeah.
at runescape.com. Dude, I could not be fucking asked to play this game. You couldn't pay me to play RuneScape. I'm sure it's great. I mean, people obviously love it. At least the classic one.
Classic is way more popular. That's probably why they're doing this. At least I think it is. I don't know the numbers personally, but every time I see people playing RuneScape, it's always the classic version. It's never the modern version.
That's all I've ever heard. Like, I never heard anything good about the new RuneScape.
Yeah.
But I could be very wrong.
I mean, the big thing, because I remember when the combat update came out like years and years ago, that's when I was actually actively playing the game. I hated it, and it seemed like a lot of other people hated it too, and they're completely revamping the combat too. So that's also being changed. What's crazy is I was curious, because like how much is a subscription for RuneScape now? And it's like $13.99 a month, right? Which is like, but you're kind of competing with WoW and Final Fantasy at that point. But they have what's called the 12-month Premier membership, which is you pay like a year at a time, right?
I'm sure it's affordable.
How much is it? It's like $100. $100.
That's actually not bad.
No,
You pay
it's
more for Final Fantasy or WoW.
yeah, it's actually like pretty good deal. And what's crazy about it is like you get like you get care packages every month, and you get a little dung beetle pet, and you get a cape,
Ooh.
and you get VIP world access, where you get access to exclusive worlds, and you get free boss instances so people can't fight the bosses and you get them to yourself.
What a massively multiplayer online role-playing game.
You pay extra to play by yourself.
Nah, if I wanted to do that, I'd just go play Aaron Shore. I ain't playing.
Dude, the
at least
update.
That's cheap.
Update to Aaron Shore, that updated recently. It was a big one too.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe I'll have
go
to check it out again.
Yeah, whole new class and everything. It's pretty boggers, I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh.
Yeah. But that's all.
I'm not playing.
That's
I'm not
all I
playing
had today.
RuneScape. I'll never
Oh.
come back.
I'm surprised
all
you
you
don't,
had?
because you love your mobile games. I'm surprised you're not playing RuneScape.
I don't love look, I like mobile. Okay, I don't like mobile games. What I like is Slay the Spire and Monster Train. Like, and they're on mobile, but they're not mobile games. Like I hate movement in mobile games where you have like the little thumb thing, the little virtual joystick.
Yeah.
It feels awful. I'd rather do
RuneScape doesn't have
nothing.
that.
It doesn't? Do you just click on a thing?
Yeah, you just like normal.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Well, what do you want? If you can't, it's not click on the thing. It's not
you
the thumb
can't
thing.
trick me, witch. I am not playing that. I also don't like a cute action game. I don't know what you'd call it, but like where it requires you to do inputs now, I guess, if that makes sense. Like I need ones that I don't even know how you like more strategy leaning where there's I like turn-based stuff on mobile.
Oh,
I'm not really about the movement and action.
I mean,
It's not for
RuneScape doesn't
me.
really have that. Well, it does at higher levels. But I mean, it's whatever.
You'll never convince me. It doesn't matter. I'm not playing
convince you when-
RuneScape.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
No.
All right. All right. We'll check out RuneScape and Aaron Shore as well, because Aaron Shore's hype. I love Aaron Shore.
Aaron Shore is fine. Well, shit.
guys
Like
have
literally nothing. There's nothing this week.
Oh my gosh.
We watched the Nintendo Direct. Was there anything? We literally just watched that for half an hour. Is there anything worth talking about in the Nintendo Direct that we just saw?
I like that one game with the anime people and they're shooting the water.
We did notice that you can't shoot people in Anime Direct. You have to. We were watching the Resident Evil trailer, and they're like missing all their shots or not firing at all, and like, what's going on here? They were like, "Oh, it's Nintendo. You can't. There's no
that's
blood
right.
and gore and stuff. You can't do none of that."
You know what we could talk about? I watched the Iron Lung movie.
Oh, yeah, beautiful. Tell me. So, okay, yeah, I don't care if you spoil it. We're gonna say spoilers from here on out. Well, you know what? But we'll do spoilers after you recommend or unrecommend it. What's the opposite of recommend?
Not recommend?
Yeah, I don't know. Dissuade you from watching it. I'm gonna put this in my DNR list. How was it? I'm not a fan of Markiplier. How was it as a would I be interested? Would I like it? I watch. You know what I watch.
You
We watch a
might
ton of
like
stuff in here.
it, to be honest.
I probably would like it.
The problems with the movie are the pacing and the length of it are pretty rough because the movie is basically there's just a guy at the bottom of the ocean made of blood in a submarine, right?
Yeah.
And that's it. Like that's the whole set. Like that's all there is. And so there's only so much you can do like when you're down there with him. And there are multiple instances of you were just basically just watching him pilot the sub. Like there's maybe
Which is funny.
3 or
Isn't that
4
what he did on his channel? You just watch him pilot the sub.
Yeah, pretty
Because
much.
that is the game.
Yeah,
You just do that for an hour, and it works really well for an hour-long, tense, trapped in a, what is it, ship in a bottle? I don't know what you'd call the term for it, but
Yeah.
bottle game where, you're just trying to figure out what's going on. I remember I played it the day it came out. I think you guys recommended it to me.
Oh yeah.
I was so mad I didn't upload that video because the next day or two later it pops up and it's huge. I'm like, I was on top of that. God,
I think Markiplier posted it actually, like literally the day after.
Yeah, I could have beat Markiplier at his own game.
Yeah, you missed out. You could have been the next.
Then
Markiplier.
I would be in the movie. Then
Ooh.
it would be me.
Yeah,
my acting skills would be on
looks
display.
a little bit different.
he got a tan and gained some weight.
Oh, but no, it's actually good. It's actually good, which is crazy because like the cinematography at times in that movie is actually so like well done. Like some of the shots that they actually have in there are really, really good. And it's very interesting on how they could churn like Iron Lung. Because as much as I like Iron Lung, it's a very minimal game. Like there's not
it's bare bones.
Yeah, there's not much to it, which is part of the beauty of it. It's just then you could jump into, experience it, and then you're done, and it's cool. To turn that into like a 2-hour movie where you have like multiple characters and they're able to like explain like what's going on, what they're doing down here, and keep everything interesting when all you have to look at is just rusted metal and just Markiplier in a room by himself. It does a great job of keeping things very like tense almost the entire time. Like because the whole time, like you really just don't know what's going to happen. Like what's interesting about it is I really don't know how long he was down there, like doing stuff. Like I lost track.
Well, hold on
Go ahead.
Before we get to spoilers, because we'll do spoilers from here on out. Would you say everybody should go see this if they get the chance?
Oh, should everybody go see it?
I don't know about everybody because let me put this fact out there. To get like to 100% the game, it shows on how long to beat that it takes an hour and a half. The movie is 2 hours and 7 minutes. So there's going to be a little bit of downtime while you're watching it.
Yeah. If you like the game, definitely go see it. And if you played the game and thought it was cool, go see it. It's pretty neat. It's pretty cool to see like the sub itself, like actually seeing the sub compared to the grainy like garbage that is in the game. It's super cool. It's really cool to see it in action. As for like if anyone can watch it, I think the length definitely makes me very hesitant to actually go see it. And not to mention it's like a cosmic horror kind of movie, like eldritch horror, which isn't very popular. Like there's not many not many people like it. There's a reason that like it's just not you don't see it very often. I think it's very difficult to recommend for everyone to go see. I think it's probably worth trying it, but I'm just not 100% sure you would like it because there's no like jump scare moments or anything like that. I don't think there's a single jump scare in the entire movie.
So more like what was that Nick Cage one? Color Out of Space. I thought that was pretty dope. I like that movie.
I haven't seen that one, so I couldn't tell you how.
We watched it in here together. I know Strider was there. We were all watching it. It's the one where like the family Color Out of Space. I think it's based on a Lovecraft tale.
Out of Space.
Nick Cage.
Yeah, there's like a meteor or something. Or no, the water gets like infected or something, and his whole family starts like melding together at points, and they're like in the attic, and the animals get all jacked up, and he goes crazy, and maybe you weren't here. We watched.
I didn't watch this.
Okay.
No,
yeah, I really enjoyed that.
I definitely didn't watch this. Okay. I would have remembered. Yeah, I don't know how that compares to it, but this is like you're basically watching him like slowly lose his mind. Which is why I was saying like I don't even watching the whole thing, like I was very focused on the movie like the whole time. I got lost. Like I couldn't figure out where he was anymore, which is wild because like you're following him like piloting this thing and charting it out on the map, and he's taking pictures with the camera. And I lose track of like how long he's been down there. I don't know where he is anymore. Neither does he. And I keep asking myself, because there's an intercom where he's talking to the people that sent him down there. I start like not knowing like whether the people he's talking to are really there or not either. It's a really interesting movie. I really, really enjoyed it. And also it holds the record for most amount of fake blood used in a film. So,
ooh,
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
80,000 US gallons.
All right, so we're gonna go from spoilers because I will watch it, but I also want to know what happens because I don't think I'm gonna be too. I played the game. In the game, I don't think you even talk to anybody. You just you're like dropped in a sub on a planet that's got there's like a planet and it's covered in blood, and you're dropped in a sub, and then you're just kind of like cruising around. There's no windows. You just like look out you take a picture every now and then, and then at the end, I think you don't make it. I'm not really sure, but there's like monsters in the blood.
Yeah. So you do talk to someone in the game at the very, very start where they basically just give you a rundown. Like, we're sending you down here. There's some locations on your map you need to go to and take pictures and find what's down there. And before even that, there's like a small blurb of text that explains the situation. The situation is the quiet rapture has taken place. All of the planets and all of the suns in the universe are gone. We don't know what happened to them. The only people left are the ones that were on space stations or spaceships at the time. We don't know what we're going to do. We're probably all going to die.
Okay.
Then they found a moon that is filled with oceans of blood. And this is the story of how they explored the fourth ocean of blood that they had found on that moon. And its 13th expedition. And that is what you do in the game. And that is what happens in the movies. You're following the character's descent down to this ocean, because the hope is that you can use whatever's down here and on this moon as a means of like actually having resources to help survive, because they don't, like, nothing really exists anymore. They can't do anything with anything because everything's gone.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay. So when he gets sent down there is a window at the very front of the sub, and there is in the game too, but there's a blast door that they had to close because of the pressure, so it doesn't like crack.
Okay.
And basically it's him going down, and they've made like satellite images of what they interesting locations that he has to go down and see what's down there. And he's basically exploring. And at one point he eventually finds a skeleton, and he takes a picture of it.
Okay.
And when he finds it, they pull him back up. He shares the photos, and they lose their minds over the skeleton, because at this point they were not aware that there were possibly living creatures down here too, because that could mean, food, which they don't really have any ways of getting. So they send him
signs of life.
Yeah, they send him back down when he definitely did not want to, because he only agreed to ever go down once. And he's welded inside. He cannot get out on his own. They have to like peel him out of it. So they send him back and say, and like attach like a grabber and say, you have to go down there and get samples of that skeleton. We need to know like more about that thing. They send him back down, and it's gone. Right. And when he takes more photos, he realizes something has dragged away that skeleton across the bottom of this.
Spooky.
And there are creatures down there. And it's pretty much him getting lost and exploring more and more, and just like slowly getting driven insane.
Oh, yuck. Okay. Does he win?
Yes and no. There's more things he finds down there, which culminates to like his final objective that he's supposed to do. Which, I guess, spoilers, he does technically accomplish it, but he super dies in the process.
Oh no, not Markiplier.
Oh yeah, he like the blood or whatever. Like, they don't really explain like how this happens, but pretty much his like whole ship gets like subsumed by blood and like starts turning into like a giant organ, and it's like covered in veins, and it starts spreading to him eventually too. And his body starts sticking to the walls and the floor of the sub. And at one point he has to rip his own arm off just to like separate it from him. And what he ends up doing is there's a black box from a sub that had sank in a previous expedition that he was able to find as important data on it. And he ends up tying a life jacket to it so that when he died, it would float up to the very top of the blood ocean and return it to the space station above it.
Oh.
So he sort of succeeded. But I also...
It's a bittersweet success.
Yeah. I also don't know like how much of it is real either, because he also had this whole thing where he like met God and found the truth of the universe and like all this other crazy shit. Like a lot happened. There was a lot happening down there.
All right. I mean, I'll still watch it. It sounds, I mean, that sounds, I will watch it. I'm going to watch it. Maybe
it's definitely,
not
we've watched a lot worse. I will say that.
Yeah, we have.
We've watched a
what
lot
was it?
worse.
Donald Trump versus aliens or some shit. That might be the worst thing I've
who
ever
recommended
witnessed.
that
And we watched,
for you? Oh, thank God.
It was either Strider or Soon. It was one of these two fucks.
One of those two.
And we sat there the whole time. Or was it you?
What? No, it was not me. What are
It
you
was
talking
you,
about?
you gaslighting punk. That was terrible.
I know. You guys got mad at me because I think like halfway through the movie, I just left. Like I just muted my mic and I went away.
And at that point, we're already sucked in. Like we're already there. We might as well, chalk it up to the list.
I think it was like a 2.5 hour movie too.
It was really long. It felt like a 10-hour movie. So, yeah, there's much. Yeah, that kind of seal. We've watched worse. I'm hoping I want to see the new Resident Evil movie soon, but I want to play Silent Hill.
Yeah,
but I need to. I've started the game. I need to keep going. Hopefully, I can finish the game before the movie, and then I can compare and contrast because I've heard it's ass.
Ooh, you know what's weird about the Iron Lung movie though? Like a couple things. When you start watching it, it's super hard to just not see Markiplier. Like,
what's up, guys? I'm on a submarine.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Like, it's really difficult to not just see Markiplier. Honestly, for me, it went away after like 15 minutes. But there's another thing too, where he has like flashbacks to him as a kid, where he's hearing, I don't know if it's supposed to be his father or like his father figure or whatever. But it's totally just him doing like an older version of him voice.
It's me, your dad, Mr. Markiplier.
Yes, actually, that is literally the voice. Like what you're doing right now is totally the voice. And I love it. I thought it was hilarious, but it definitely kind of like it's very obvious. And if it's I'm going to be flabbergasted. If that's actually like some totally different dude, it totally sounds
really
like Markiplier. No, I hope not. His dad's been gone for a while.
Oh, that'd be pretty wild if it was. I remember I've seen quite a few things of YouTubers starring in productions of sorts, and I remember you had me watch his sci-fi choose your own adventure YouTube series on stream one night.
Yeah, in space.
And it wasn't for me. Yeah, it wasn't for me, but I could tell like he wasn't bad. None of it was really that bad.
No,
for what it was pretty good. It just wasn't something I was interested in.
I thought it was like a super cool project that was.
Yeah, I can see the positives. I just, like I said, it wasn't for me.
I had a lot of fun with. I definitely had a lot of fun with Markiplier in Space. And it's funny because he started doing this right after that. Like right after he released Markiplier in Space when he started working on Iron Lung. So I think it was probably like an inspirational thing of like that game, and then him still coming off of Markiplier in Space and how much fun he seemed to enjoy with it. So I think Iron Lung ended up being the #1 movie in America.
Well, what was it competing against? Melania. Ain't nobody seeing that.
No, that other one. What is it called?
Avatar. I don't know.
Um,
I don't go to the movies anymore. I wait for everything to come to me.
oh gosh. What was it? It was like some Disney produced film.
Is it
with
the
Sam
David and
Raimi.
Goliath thing? Sam Raimi Disney movie. I don't even know what you're talking about.
God, what was it?
No idea.
I don't think it did super well.
Yeah, we're just gonna be like trying to find Send Help. That's not it.
I think it was Send Help.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the one with the two people stuck on the island.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I don't know why that you said Disney. That doesn't seem like a Disney movie. Maybe a Fox movie.
Or maybe it was that. I don't
Maybe.
remember quite.
Who knows? Anyway, video games. Okay. Well, I'll watch it eventually. Would you watch it again?
You know, we were actually going to. We were actually going to go see it again, but we just
Really?
came back from seeing the Blue Man Group, and we were like too tired.
Oh,
Oh, that's why I
were you
thought
gonna
Disney.
see it again.
It's because it was produced by 20th Century Studios, which is owned by Disney. That's why I thought Disney.
Which is Fox. Yeah.
Yeah. I bet. But like we were thinking, like, I don't know if I want to sit through a 2-hour freaking movie right after that because it was late. So we decided
why
not to
you
go
want to
see
see it again?
it. Because Azumi really wanted to make it the #1 movie in America. That's why.
Go to jail.
Hey, that was her. I asked, like, if you want to go
send
see
her
it again,
to lady jail.
it's fine. We can go see it. I don't care. I'm down. But she's like, nah.
Okay. All right. I'll give her a pass this one time. No jail for your girlfriend.
No, it was super successful too. I think it made a little over $20 million.
I would assume they only spent like 5 to 10, maybe.
3.
Making it. 3. All
Mhm.
right.
Yeah, it did pretty well for an independent film.
That's what we need to start doing. We need to start making horror movies. Cheap shot on video horror movies that cost like $10,000 to make. Throw it in the theaters. Make a lot of money. Like that Bad Ben guy puts out all those Bad Ben movies. They're all trash, but he keeps making them. I'm sure he makes like $100,000 at least for each one.
I mean,
Which
isn't
is
that
more
what
than worth
Blumhouse has been doing?
Yeah, same thing, just scaled up a little bit.
Yeah, Blumhouse is like, hey, have some money, make something. We'll put it in a theater somewhere.
They're going to do that with games, or they already are.
They are. Yeah, I just haven't really seen them actually do it.
No, they re-released something.
Yeah, there's that one like Spot or whatever the Spotlight guy is or whatever game that they came out with.
Fear the Spotlight.
Yeah, that.
Well, they've
that
got
one.
a couple. Sleep Awake, Crystal, Theater of Idols, Eyes of Hellfire. Lots of eye imagery.
Eyes are cool.
And Grave Seasons.
Oh yeah, these did just come out.
Ooh. All right, cool. Well, you got anything else to say about Markiplier or Iron Lung, or are we calling it there?
I think that's it. If you're interested to go see it, I think it's going to be available for another couple weeks. So go check it out. What?
I'm not risking the flu and ending up like Quiet Jacob over here. I'm good off that. I'm staying out of the public. I'm going to sit at home and be healthy. Well, relatively. Anyway, I guess that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions or comments, hit us up at giantemnycrabpod@gmail.com or leave a comment. Please leave a like. We appreciate all the likes and comments we've gotten lately. Some of our things have done pretty well, relatively. So, yeah, I guess we'll be a little more. Maybe if somebody has something that they're curious about, feel free to email us and we can do like a deep dive on it. I almost asked in the Discord earlier, like, hey, does anybody have anything that like they want to know about that they don't? because I'm down. I'm like interested in deep diving into something I don't know about.
Hey Flows, have you been interested in ever playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure? I really want to deep dive in that.
What? No. Oh, no. No.
What do you mean?
You don't. You're a liar. You don't want to deep dive. Azumi has it. Just watch her play it.
Yeah, but you've 100%ed Hello Kitty Sanrio Friends Racing. If anyone would know about Hello Kitty, out of everyone I know, it would be you.
I should do a deep dive on that one guy that we've talked about a couple times. That's what I should do. I should email him and see if he wants to talk about why the fuck he has 3,500 hours in Hello Kitty. Not 3,500, 35,000 hours in Hello Kitty racing. That's that's gonna be like my white whale. I need to figure out what's going on there.
I don't think you're gonna find him. He's lost in the sauce.
I can message him on Steam. I can find his reviews. He's the only one with 35,000 hours on Hello Kitty. I'm gonna check it out.
Get exclusive interview.
Not just any Hello Kitty, the racing game that doesn't have any real content in it. The one you can 100% with 1 hour played. That one.
Oh.
There's some sort of crypto scam going on. It's gotta be something weird like that.
No.
It can't just be for the meme. It can't.
They would never.
That's years devoted to the meme. Anyway, I'm gonna check his profile out again. All right, I'll call it there. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Fucking Jacob.